let you know now. Juicy came through with the verse for me both times. In Bot-Town, that's automatic, hold down. What's that? Ask no question. Why you hating on the progress? I'm a humble, I don't even pop. What I do? I just drive the Maybach through the projects. And still crazy, I ain't even drive shit. Hate from a distance, please don't try me. Cause we'll turn it up on anybody. I see why they don't like me. Yelling out 400, they gon' too heavy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets hope by the end of today's game, they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Ravens going up against the Jets. Now for the call of this Week 7 matchup, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a carry for Lorenzo Taliaferro. He cuts left sideline and a crease there. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lorenzo Taliaferro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Andy Dalton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Now a former Tar Heel, Giovanni Bernard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. A gain of 13 and also the first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This is the 6th-rounder from Eastern Michigan, Darius Jackson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll run again with Bernard. Stays on his feet, and he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he handed it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Dalton gives to Bernard. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys?
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Sam Acho in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
This will be caught at about the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
Yes, sir.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. their dangerous wide receiver, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Dalton. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Dalton here from the gun. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Eric Decker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And the Ravens taking the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Again, they run with Taliaferro. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Operating off play action, Flacco. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass and completing it.
On first down, Flacco. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hearns that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on 2nd. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Yards to go on 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Flacco looks to throw. And he locates Wheaton, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
To avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Taliaferro. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lorenzo Taliaferro with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll begin here with Bernard. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Elvis Dumerville there on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
That's taken on the 25. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play. Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. Third and long for Joe Flacco. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go pass again with Flacco. And that's off the mark, incomplete. I can't imagine we'd see another throw here. 3rd and goal from the 1. Third and just 1. It's Flacco. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw on 4th. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Set 380. 380. 57 Mike. Mike 57. Let's go.
Second down, Dalton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. And Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Down. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Jets are going to have a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Right side, there's Decker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Oh, Brandon, this one hurts my heart as a former defensive back. Out in the open field, you've got a chance to get down this receiver. Instead, he breaks through you. You'll hear about this in the film room and from your teammates.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Again, here's Bernard. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Blue 10. Blue 10. 35, watch 35.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So a costly penalty, and now a tougher 3rd down situation. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Aiken with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the 3rd quarter. And the Jets set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton taking a shot here for Marshall. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And he finds a man with a crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. First and 10 here for Flacco. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Flacco off play action. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Defense showing blitz. The play clock's running down. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Dalton hovering near the goal line. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And Escobar has it left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Dalton sets up play action. And he's got his man. It's Escobar. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
They'll run it here with Bernard. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Time running out here on the play clock. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's got some space here. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting through. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. A bunch of Jets there, whole gang of them flying to the football to make the stop. This is Taliaferro. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Run with Taliaferro. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
4 down. Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll try and sneak it here. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. They'll run it now out of the gun. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Ready. Blue 10. Blue 10. 57. Mike, 57. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And now to the air, Dalton. And this one's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd down.
Watch right there. Watch right there. Come on. Ready. 380. 380. Mike, 57.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And able to find Decker. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Dagger. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Ready.
1st and goal here from the 2. They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Giovanni Bernard with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there's...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Dalton now to pass. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Passing play. Flacco. That's caught at the 2. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Perry Riley. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And tough starting field position here. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Allen Hurns, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Bernard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
So Dalton now. Eric Decker the intended target. And it's 4th and 4.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. On the carry, it's Taliaferro. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always talk, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The 13 yards that time in the first. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Play clock winding down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie Tavon Young. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2nd and 5. They come up in an offset eye. Now Flacco. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But